Hi, Sharks. My name is Jared Steele. I'm from Austin, Texas. I'm seeking $175,000 in exchange for 2.5% equity in my company. So, Sharks, mushrooms have been blowing up in popularity. They're a culinary delicacy. They offer incredible health and cognitive benefits. But these mushrooms are hard to find at most grocery stores, and growing them yourself can be even harder. That's exactly why we created Terrashroom. Terrashroom is a fully automated mushroom growth computer that helps anyone, anywhere grow lab quality mushrooms with zero experience right from the comfort and safety from your own home. You just turn it on, you fill up the water tank, you then place the ready to grow mushroom block inside the Terrashroom, you select the mushroom you want to grow in the app, and that's it. You have mushrooms growing, and this is a product that makes it simple and affordable for everyone. So, Sharks, we'd love for you to join us and build something magical with us. Thank you.
It's cool.
We are back with another Shark Tank reaction breakdown video. I am Dave, 10-year intellectual property attorney. And hey, look, this is an interesting one for a lot of different reasons. Number one, we all know these healthier options are becoming more and more of a thing. So you'll see a big trend with companies starting, these healthier option kind of businesses, restaurants. This is the first one I've seen a shroom company where you can grow your mushrooms in the comfort of your home. That's interesting. I guess my question, hopefully they answer it as time goes on. When you grow these mushrooms, number one, how long do they take to grow? But what do you do after them? I'm clearly a novice at this. Maybe someone in the comment can help me out. When you grow your mushroom, I'm assuming that you're growing these things to eat. Do you just eat it, or do you got to prep it even after it's grown before you can actually eat it? Or do you just, you can put it in your food and things like that and eat? Hey, please let me know in the comment section if you know what to do, or if you have used a Terrashroom. I think this is an interesting one. Definitely, I would imagine that this has IP on it, particularly patents, for being able, not only for the process, but also it seems like they have an apparatus or a system for growing these things that is a combination of the actual the apparatus, the kind of the grow board, but also the computer or your phone or whatever the case may be that's kind of communicating with that apparatus to actually grow the mushrooms. So I would imagine, I'm not sure if it'll come up in an episode, but they definitely have at least an apparatus claim and maybe even a system or a process for growing mushrooms in the comfort of your home. So that's something that I be on the lookout for. The other three things that I do look at, and I'm kind of adding a fourth one to this list, is how simple is it? Seems like it's pretty simple based on his kind of explanation of it. We'll see if that kind of remains true. How effective is it? The effectiveness a lot of times can be kind of gleaned from the sales as well as the actual reviews on it. I know last time I just did one where the ladies, they were kind of having fish substitutes, and they only did $50,000 in sales, even though they had 3 million followers. And I'm not sure whether or not you can say that that was effective, at least at that point in time. But again, effectiveness a lot of times can be kind of gleaned from your sales of the actual product, as well as kind of the reviews on it. Are people giving great reviews? Are they not giving good reviews? That's one of the things that can also kind of go towards the effectiveness of the product. The last thing is the market. And this is big for me with this particular product. Again, I know like lion's mane and kind of mushrooms are kind of a healthier option. But is the market so big to the point where kind of you and I want to buy one of these things for our home? I'd be interested in how much these things cost. But is the market such that you want to grow these things from your home as opposed to just kind of going to get your mushrooms or whatever the case may be from the store? Obviously, again, I'm cooking chicken at the house, or I'm cooking maybe some salmon or other products, food products at home. But do I want mushrooms that bad that I'm going to go purchase an actual product and kind of be able to cook these things, or at least grow these things from home to be able to kind of eat and kind of deal with? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the mushroom market has kind of got to that point where you want these things in your home. But I could be wrong, because again, I'm not, I guess, as in the know or as tuned in with, I guess, the mushroom market. So let me know. And then a fourth option is the IP protected? So we have how simple is the product, how effective is the product, what's the market looking like around the product, and then this kind of bonus, and this is where my expertise as a 10-year intellectual property come in, that is the IP protected. And the reason that's important, because as you're starting, a lot of these companies, let's face it, they're startup companies where they've been around 1, 2, 3 years, and it's not like they've been around for 10 years. So they're startup companies effectively, and you want to build your house on a great foundation, meaning that you want to make sure your IP is protected, whether it's a trademark, whether it's, I see the trademark sample for the name Terrashroom, which is great. I'm glad that they're protecting that. But to the extent that you have additional IP or other IP such as patents, and make sure you're protecting those so that when you do become successful and start selling all these units, if you will, you are kind of protecting your IP to the extent if somebody tries to copy you, you have some recourse against them. So again, those are my 3 things plus the bonus. Let's get back into the actual pitch and let's see what the Sharks think about the whole mushroom growing operation. Let's go.
They look like flowers.
Jared, do you provide the mushroom with
the grow chamber, the grow computer? Yes. So happy to talk about the business model really quick. So basically, we have a printer and ink cartridge business model, right? So we sell the grow chamber for $3.99, and then on the back end we have a subscription where we sell these ready to grow mushroom cakes for $30 a piece.
How much does this cost you to make?
$158.
$158.
That's
okay. And then what does a shroom block cost?
$351. This is where we make a lot of cash.
How long does it take for a grow block to become that?
A fruiting buddy. It depends on what you're growing. Some varieties, such as oysters, can grow in as little 7 days. Some, like reishi, can take longer, up to 6 weeks. So a lot of people, they love them because they view it as a functional art piece. You know, with the mood lighting, the embedded time-lapse camera. This is something that they show off to their friends on social media, and it's a brag point.
You're a mushroomologist.
Mycologist, yes.
A mycologist.
Yes.
You're a pretty bright guy, you can tell. Where did this come from?
Yeah, so it started about 7 years ago. I was in college. I was growing mushrooms in my dorm.
Of course you were.
Of course I was. And it was just something that I just had a natural interest in, and I decided I want to get into product building. So I bought some 3D printers, just figured out CAD modeling, basic microelectronics. And it started off as a weekend kind of hackathon project, and there was a lot of interest. And so, I mean, where we're at now is we have 6,500 paid customers.
6,500.
Yes, and 22,500 people on the email wait list. I just got back from Shanghai last week. We're rolling out mass production.
You have 22,000 back orders?
22,000 people on the email wait list.
Wait list. What
And
does that mean? What does
why-
that mean?
They basically signed up to get like a small discount.
Can you walk us through your sales history?
Yeah, Terrashroom started back in August 2022. I started running ads on Facebook, and since then, we've generated $780,000 in revenue.
Total?
Total. Yeah,
In
but
a
keep in
year
mind, we
and a
haven't shipped
half?
out yet. Yeah, and
Oh, wait. You haven't shipped any yet?
I just got back from Shanghai. So
So, because you said you sold 6,500
You
units.
said you had
pre-sales,
65.
pre-sales, I'm sorry.
Pre-sales.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't say that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Pre-sales.
You've taken 780,000 of pre-orders in 2 years and not shipped a single product?
So I think I should
You keep
definitely
selling it without
Yeah.
shipping
Well, that's not
stuff?
horrible if they deliver. It's only horrible if they don't deliver.
Yeah,
But
let me
it's been 2 years, Mark.
No, they
You
haven't
would-
been collecting money for 2 years.
Yeah, he has.
Oh, have you?
No. Here, let me clarify this. So we started Facebook ads in Q4 2022. We shut them off because what really happened was I had a prototype. I was told by a product development company that was like, oh yeah, we can get this done in a couple months. So I was like, sweet, we're almost there. I realized that was not the truth. So it's basically back to the drawing
Can't
board.
even make a mold in a couple of months.
Yeah, exactly. So what basically happened is I was like, I need to build a team that is on the cap table, and like we are all in this, and not just someone who's going to charge a per hour or a consultancy fee.
But that was 2 years ago. Why haven't you shipped 50 of them or some element of them?
I mean, well, quite frankly, we've over-engineered this. We didn't want to ship out hundreds and get a refund problem.
When are you going to ship your first 1,000 units and have them in the market?
So we're going to have 1,140 units shipped to our Austin warehouse by July.
Jared, look, I think it's cool, right? And if it turns out to work, it could be nice. But you kind of oversell. You're not there and ready to deliver yet. And that's a whole different level of uncertainty and terror. I can see it being great for you, so I'm excited for you. But for those reasons, I'm out.
Hold on. And again, as Mark kind of gives his thoughts on it, I'll still try to figure it out. Is this thing just kind of more of a, I know the gentleman said it can serve as a functional piece in your home for people to look at or whatnot. And I'm all cool with that. But you guys have to let me know in the comment section. Again, I don't look at these things ahead of time, these pitches. I try to give you guys my raw and authentic thoughts, and I'm still having some issues. Again, I understand mushrooms. I'm imagining that you can eat these things. So, and he's talking about what? He's saying that the mushroom block can kind of grows quickly in 7 days all the way up to 6 weeks. So I'm assuming, can you eat these things? I'll be impressed the fact that they're able to take in over 700 grand without shipping one of these things. And it does look like it's a need for it to have 700,000 with 22,000 people on the wait list trying to get these things at a discounted rate. Whether or not it's something as a core piece for the house, or is it something that people want to actually use it, I mean, that'd be interesting. I mean, the model is interesting with kind of having a $300 actual device and then kind of just selling the mushroom blocks at $351. That's crazy. And again, maybe they get off into it as we kind of go along here. I know it's a lot of uncertainty with this thing now, but how long does that block last? Does that block last you 2-3 months? Does it last you 1 month? Does it last you a year, 6? I'm not sure of that. So these are some of the questions that I have as I'm kind of listening to the guy again. I talked earlier about these startup companies, and this effectively has been around since 2022. So 2 years and 6,500 customers, 22,000 people on the wait list, have raised over 700 grand, which is great. Hasn't shipped the product, which would be interesting. It seems like it's some opportunity here, but I'll still just try to get the basic question answered. Can you eat these things? I'm assuming that you can eat these things, and it's not just like a piece that looks like a flower, as Lori kind of pointed out, that you can show off in your house when you have friends and other guests comes over. So again, I'm not a huge mushroom guy to the point where I'm just kind of going out looking for mushrooms to eat or kind of deal with whatever that means. So kind of let me know, please, the mushroom advocates or experts in the audience who's looking at this. Are you eating these things? I guess I was going to say to the extent that people have tried this thing out, comment, but it seems like he hasn't shipped out any product. So but I guess for the mushroom experts out there, are you eating these things, or is this something for you to kind of use in a different way? I have to know that. But let's get back to it as Mark goes out, and let's see what the rest of the sharks say on this thing. Let's go.
Thank you.
Jared, I think it's beautiful. I think it's exciting, but I think your valuation is way, way, way off. And for that reason, I'm out.
Understood. Thank you.
Wish you the best.
It's a beautifully designed product. You're a highly credible guy, but we had to ask you if you shipped any. You didn't tell us that. It always makes me nervous when I have to find out such a crucial fact and pull it out. I just can't get there. I'm out.
Thank you.
I love hydroponic farming. I think
Yes.
it's very cool. There's no pesticides.
Exactly.
It's safer. But this seems to me over-engineered. If it was simply something where you watered it, it could grow, it's got the light,
Right.
without the camera, without the app, it would be a much simpler contraption. I wish you good luck, but I'm out.
Thank you, Lori.
Well, all fungi lead back to Mr. Wonderful. I like the idea. I'm willing to take a flyer on it, but not at your valuation. I'll give you the 175. I go on the ride for 15%.
Are you ready? Like, honestly, I don't think you're ready to take on an investor.
Well, he can make a decision. Are you going to walk out of here without a deal, or I become an investor and I put my team on it and we get you more orders than you've ever dreamt of?
Why do you think 15%?
It's just my intuition after doing deals for decades. If this works, we're going to have to raise a lot more money for inventory alone.
Right.
And so I'm willing to take that risk, but it's embedded in the valuation.
Kevin, respectfully, we raised a lot more money at a much higher valuation. So
I totally respect that,
Yeah,
but they are not me.
I don't think you're ready to put the product out on the market, even if you're about
He's got
to
no
ship
choice but to put it on the
1,000.
market.
No, he does have a choice because he has a brand that he doesn't want to
He
destroy.
doesn't have a brand yet. He hasn't shipped a unit yet. He's got 1,140 coming that he's already
Look,
spent the
we
money
gotta
on.
make
Okay,
it-
so
Jared,
here's
we
the
gotta
worst
make a
thing that a
decision.
person can do ever
No,
in the
we
market.
got it, Lori.
No, you don't got it because you're going to invest in it and you don't
I'm
even
willing to take that
understand
chance.
what's
I
the
already
problem.
talked about it.
I'm going to be really honest with you.
Sure.
The biggest problem that a person making a product can do is putting it out on the market when it is not really ready.
That is true.
It can destroy you, your credibility, all the people that were behind you.
And Jared,
It's
I'm
not
willing to
easy
take
to
that
fall
chance.
and then get back
Lori,
up.
we got it. I'm willing to take that chance and invest in you. 175,000 for 15%. I'll do that deal. I have no flexibility. What do you want to do?
That is a number that it's absolutely not going to work. Kevin, I could do 5%. And let me tell you why,
No,
because
you don't have to go any farther. I'm out. Thank you, Jared.
thank y'all.
Good luck, Jared.
Thank
Good
you.
luck, Jared.
The Sharks, they're amazing. They offered
Man, good job to Jared for kind of sticking to his guns. Looking after learning more about it, I do think it is a market for it. And again, I think Mr. Wonderful, he saw that as well. I do think, as Lori talked about this earlier on in the process, and a lot needs to happen in terms of getting the product ready. And this is an interesting thing, and it's a good kind of a learning lesson where, man, sharks can be at odds, and obviously reasonable minds may differ. But again, I think Jared is in a situation where he has to do something. He has to start kind of getting these things out to the public. He is taking in over 700 grand worth of money from people, and he has to start, and it's been 2 years, and he has to start kind of getting these things out. So I do agree with Mark that, hey man, he has to get them out, and at the same time, I understand what Lori is saying as far as, hey, his brand is at stake, and it is at stake, but he has to do something. He can't continue to sit on this thing for year after year after year, and you kind of really can't just kind of give the money back, because that kind of hurts the brand as well. So he's kind of tough with stuck with a tough situation, and I thought, to be honest with you, Mr. Wonderful, I think he saw the opportunity there, but as he talked about, he understands that, man, it's a lot more work to be done, whether it's raising money, whether it's getting the actual apparatus to the point where it's ready to be shipped. And he was willing to do that for, essentially 15%, which I didn't think that was, I don't know, I don't think it was unreasonable. To have a $7 million valuation, you haven't shipped any of these things. Yes, I get it. You took in 700 grand, but I guess the model hasn't kind of been proven out to the point where you're kind of making money hand over fist to the point where something is valued at $7 million. But again, I do think there's opportunity there, and we'll see what happens. I'll try to get Jared on the podcast just to kind of talk about the journey and kind of going through the different things. I think this is an interesting product. I didn't necessarily maybe think the market was that big, but I stand corrected on that based on what he has done at this point in time. Let's take a look at the website here. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this one, as well as hit the subscribe button to be a part of the community. We'd love to have you a part of the community. So this is the website here. And again, we know Terrashroom. Obviously, you see the R in the circle. Now, let me look at the what's the name, because I'm not sure if he has. Let me see here. Terrashroom. And I'm looking at the test database here. Terra, Terra. The way I would do this, it doesn't look like I'm not seeing it. It seems like, just based on how he has it, the trademark is on a combination of the word as well as the actual logo. The way I would do this thing is I would have filed a trademark application on the word Terrashroom by itself, and then the logo that you see here by itself, and then I can use them individually as well as together. It seems like he's using them together, and just kind of way things are kind of laid out here. I'm not sure if the trademark is on a combination of the word in the logo or just the logo. I don't see, just looking at the test database, that he has a trademark on the term Terrashroom by itself. So again, I'm assuming that this on the combination of, the combination of the word as well as the logo. But again, man, I don't know. I think it looks pretty cool, and it seems like it's something that people are very interested in. I love the subscription model. So I think, obviously, after you sell the product the first time, you will be able to continue to make money off these things. That's crazy to say you have 7,000 plus customers and haven't shipped it out. You have $400. Again, man, I'm not sure. Like I said, it's a lot of questions on this one. I would imagine that he has some type of trademark a patent on the actual system as well as the actual apparatus here. But it looks cool, man. I think it's definitely have some has some upside. It definitely has some upside, but I'm interested in knowing what you guys think about it. Would you guys use one of these things? Would you buy it, use it, grow mushroom? Again, I guess I haven't had that question answered whether you eat it or not. I'm gonna just go off on a limb and assume that once these things are done growing, you're not just kind of planting these things or throwing them away, but you're actually consuming them. It'll be interesting to know what that process is like. Like I said, I'm a novice. When you done growing these things, what's the preparation of it before you can actually eat it? I think Lori was talking about something where you're not using pesticides and it's cleaner and things like that. So I'm assuming that just kind of based on how she laid it out, you are consuming these things. Again, these whole healthier products, particularly with the mushrooms, the lion's mane, these are becoming more and more popular as we in America look to go towards healthier options. It definitely looks cool, just kind of being able to use it as a show-off piece, as well as and to the extent that you can actually kind of eat it and consume it, and it's a healthier option. Then even more kudos to Jared and kind of what they're doing with Terrashroom. I don't know. Those are some of my initial thoughts. I would definitely try to get him on the podcast, kind of show his journey or go through his journey or whatnot. But again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're not part of the IP community, I would love to have you over here where, again, we're talking everything intellectual property. It seems like he's at least trademarking the branding of it. I would imagine that he also has some patent protection on the actual device, and it says something that maybe the method of growing the mushrooms in your home. So kudos to him for that. And this is what we talk about on this channel, everything intellectual property. We talk about everything intellectual property, from trademarks, patents, copyrights, trade secrets. We don't only do it with regard to these Shark Tank reaction videos, but I bring on people to kind of talk about their business and how they've kind of started a business around their intellectual property. We also break down IP lawsuits. Hopefully you get something out of that to avoid being in an IP lawsuit. And we also kind of talk about current events that's going on in the realm of intellectual property. So yeah, we talk a little bit about everything. We talk about everything intellectual property in a lot of different sectors. So whether it's lawsuits, starting a business, these reaction videos, current events. So again, it's going to be something over here that you are going to be able to get with us. So definitely, if you're not a part of the IP community and subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you a part of it. We have more things coming out. Again, and I guess that's it for this time, Raw. Like I said, this was an interesting one. Growing mushrooms in your home, not outside your home, but in your home. And hey, American, land of the free, land of opportunity. And again, this episode with Terrashroom is just another illustration of that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys next time.